What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol, back with another video, kicking off Star Wars week. I hope you guys are ready for this. I've got a pile of videos lined up for you with some awesome content, all Star Wars related, unboxings, reviews, and some grails coming up very soon. So let's kick it off today with this. Something I had no idea that I was gonna buy, but I bought it anyways. That is the Sideshow Collectibles Han and Carbonite diorama piece, and it's pricey. The question is it worth the price? So let's find out. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this thing. This is something that I actually thought about purchasing many times. It's been available for years. In fact, it literally just hit waitlist, and I predict they're gonna make more of them. So just be patient if you decide you want this figure or this diorama piece. And you go to Sideshow Collectibles and you see it on waitlist, just join the waitlist. I predict, like I said, they're gonna make these again and again and again. They've been around for years. For whatever reason, I decided that I was eventually gonna just purchase this thing. I wanna check it out for myself. I've recently bought some diorama pieces. I've got another one coming in very soon, but it's Marvel related, it's not Star Wars related. And I've bought some other things for the collection, so I figured, what the heck? This thing was $250-ish, something like that, plus shipping and whatnot, and that's quite a good chunk. I mean, you can get a 6 scale figure for that. So, you know, we got to determine, is this worth that or not? I've heard a lot of pros and a lot of cons for this, you know, particular piece. If you own this, go ahead and let me know your thoughts down below. Let's take a look at the box real quick and see what it comes with. So here we go. Here is our Han and Carbonite box. There's not a whole lot going on. It's a decent sized box, but you can see there's a picture of the fellow right there. And then we got Star Wars, Han Solo and Carbonite Sideshow, and this is a Sideshow exclusive, so it's actually a pretty nice piece. It's a large box, not a whole lot going on. It says Star Wars, and there's that, and there's that. So I've actually already taken the styrofoam out and got all the plastic crap off of it, because honestly, it was going to save a lot of time for the video. So without further ado, here you go. Here's what you come with. So it actually comes with quite a lot of stuff. I was actually pretty happy to see everything came with, and kind of shocked. So we actually have the Han going right here, and I thought this would look awesome with our Mando, even though it's not a Mizrael, but you know, it could go for Mando, which is another reason why I'm gonna pick this up. So we got our base, we got all these little gadgets and stuff, side pieces. We've got 2 different display options, got some light up functions. So let's just go ahead and put this thing together. So I'm gonna put you over here. We do have a couple options. So the display base actually comes with this Cloud City, you know, hallway, walkway deal that you can actually slide right on in there. And it's a friction fit. It doesn't actually, you know, it just slides into these grooves right here. But it actually looks pretty freaking nice. And if you take that off, then you've got your carbon freezing chamber base, and you can have it that way as well. So if you flip it this way, you've got this nice little, you know, cutouts going on here. So those are nice. We've got some nice paint apps, and it actually is painted quite well. You can see some like silver brushing, dry brushing stuff going on the sides, and you got some stuff on the back. And right here is a light up function. So if we push this, these actually light up. You can see it lights up right there. If I hit this button again, it may be more obvious, but there you go. That lights up. This actually lights up, and then there's another light here on the side. So that's pretty nice. If you want to change this out and use the piece right here, then you have the option of actually sliding this little piece right here. If I can get this out of here, there we go. Not gonna work for me. Look, it's not gonna work for me. Come on, there it goes. Ha! You can actually slide that out, and you can have the hallway scene. You slide this right in here, and you don't do this upside down, probably works a little better, but slide that right there, and you've got this. Now, I kind of like both displays, so it's nice that you gave the option to do that. You can see the light up function right there. In fact, if I kill my lights, it may be a little easier for you. Boom, right there you go. There's your light up function right there on the sides. And if we slide this orange gel back in here, let's see here. There you go. So there you go. Not bad, right? So I kind of dig that. Let's turn this back on. And yeah, so I don't know which one I like better, but we're gonna go with the carbon freezing chamber to start with. So there is our base, and I'm gonna hit this button right here. Turn those lights off so my batteries don't die. They are AAA batteries, so you don't have to worry about them dying too quickly, I don't think. We do have the actual Carbonite block. So here is Han. 100% surprised at the weight of this. This is not, I was told this was just a hollow piece of plastic. This has some substantial weight to it. I mean, these two pieces combined, I mean, there's some substance there. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised, and that is a shocker to me, to be 100% honest with you. We've got these gaps here, which we have all these gaps right here going here, and they are numbered. And then we've got Han right here, and you know what? I gotta say, I'm actually shocked. I mean, you can see like the weathering. This is not flat. You can see all like the texturing and stuff they've got going on there. And you can see like the paint apps on Han himself, who's having a bad day, honestly. He's having a bad day. But there it is. I think this is a pretty cool piece. Even like his feet stick out right there. It's kind of cool. So there's like, if you want to curious about the depth of how far he sticks out, that's what it looks like. It's actually, I'm actually pretty surprised by this thing. I didn't think I would be. I really had no positive expectations for this piece. I bought it because a lot of people asked me to check it out. So I did. And thank you, because honestly, so far, I'm pretty happy with it. You do have, I'll put you right there for a second. You have all these little switch out pieces. These actually are numbered and they go in here. So we'll kind of put this thing together. I believe there is a specific way they're supposed to go. And on these, I guess we can take a look at one real quick, like little attachments that go in here. And on the back, they are numbered. So there's a number 1. And they just pretty much just slide in here. There's little clips right here. So it pretty much just pops right in there. And there we go. So there's 1. And we just pretty much just pop all these things in here. So there's 2, 3, and it feels like they're magnetic in some form or fashion. So there's that. Flip this around. And it's weird how it numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it goes, you flip it this way, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Thought that was a little weird. But there's 5, upside down. But yeah, these definitely feel secure. I don't think they're going to fall out. I don't think I have issues with that. There's 7. And then, after I get that in there, we've got this piece, which is a nice light up function. So I want to, again, I'm going to kill the lights here in just a second, but give you guys some detail on this thing. It's got these nice little metal, almost like paperclip style clips right there. You can see it right there. But this is actually pretty nice. There is a battery feature right here, light up function. I'm going to kill these lights. I'll show you this. And boom, there we go. So there is our light up function. And that looks pretty nice. So those 2 LEDs are flipping back and forth through this screen, and that looks pretty stinking sick. So big fan of that. We're going to put that in here, and we should be in good shape. If I can do this not being upside down. You can do it. So this literally just slides right in there. All right, so boom, there we go. So here we have our complete Han in Carbonite set. I gotta, it looks pretty good. We do have a couple of display options here. We have the vertical display option. We have 2. We've got one right here. The only thing I didn't like about this is there's a lot of styrofoam packets in here. So there's like styrofoam pieces in there. It's kind of annoying. This is magnetic. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move you out of the way for a second, bring you in, and you can put him right up here just like this. And this is a magnet on the back, or it's magnetic, and you can put it right there. It's not going anywhere. That looks pretty stinking good. I got to be honest with you. I really do like that. If you're curious about scale, I happen to have my Mando here. So there's our Mando. I do obviously I have Fett as well, but he's in another room. We'll break him out here in a little bit. But we do have our Mando here. So here's scale wise. If I put Mando up here, give you guys, if you happen to have a 6-scale figure, it's about, I don't know, a ½ inch taller than Mando if you have him up on the base. I think it looks pretty sick. We're gonna break out Fett and we'll have some fun with that. But yeah, I think these two are gonna look pretty sick together. If you want, you have another display option, which is pretty cool too. So we pop this guy off. Still shocked at how heavy that actually is. We can actually flip this off. We can change the Cloud City base. Come here, you. Take you out of here. And there we go. Slide this little gel out of here. So we change that out. And then we have another display option. So you can have him actually levitating in the hallway, which is pretty sweet. There's that. And then all we've got to do is pop out these two pieces right here. So like I said, they're just magnetic. Put these up right here. And then there's two slots. There's one here, and actually folds, or it goes right into these slots. And now we have a levitating Han Solo in Carbonite. Oh, dude, come on. Dude, you know, there's a lot of times I'm shocked by something, like I expect to not like something. Especially for the price point. If this was $100, like it would be sold out, waitlisted, gone. It would be a thing. The price point being what it is has a lot of people, including myself, kind of hesitant on, you know, picking it up. You know, I don't recommend Sideshow figures all that much, just because they are inferior to Hot Toys a lot of the times. Actually, most of the times. But for a diorama piece, this is pretty stinking cool. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let me break out FET and some other things. We'll see how we might display this, give you guys some options, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, so here we go. I've got Han displayed with FET. And honestly, this is kind of what I had intended to begin with, but I think we're actually going to throw Mando up there as well. One thing I had to do with this, in case anybody was wondering, is I actually had, let's see if I can move this, zoom in a little bit for you guys. Oh, sorry. I actually had to move the display, the Han, all the way in the back, and I had to remove the display pole that actually supports him if I want to get a 6-scale figure in front. So there's something to be mindful of if you are considering doing that. You know, it just didn't look right with FET barely hanging on to the, you know, the display stand. So I wasn't a big fan of that. As you can see, the lights back there are kind of going crazy, which is awesome. And there's our Han. Look at it. He looks awesome. I'm actually quite surprised at how much I actually like this piece. And I think I said it earlier. I'm shocked. I guess I should have bought this a long time ago. And I hate that it's sold out now. There's the light up function on the base. And like I showed you, that does, it's just a gel. You can remove that and change it to white for the other display. But I'm actually actually a little upset I didn't buy this a while back, because that looks fantastic. So yeah, that's just what it is. This is part of, like, you know, sometimes people will tell you something is awesome or not awesome or whatever it is, and you just got to, you know, take it at your own, you know, take it for the word, but eventually you just got to make your own judgment. And that's kind of how it works. You know, I review figures and statues and whatever, and, you know, I may like something and you may not, or I may hate something and you love it, but that looks pretty stinking good. Now, you might also be thinking to yourself, how awesome would it look with OG Mando? So I like both. I mean, you can go either way. But OG Mando looks pretty freaking sick with the Han and Carbonite as well. If I zoom in here a little bit, you can see, like, that's that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I love those lights in the background, man. Those things are sick. And they're just regular batteries, so they should last a pretty good while. But that really looks good. Imagine if we had a Mythrol back there, or some other Carbonite figures. So I definitely think it works for Mando. And let's once again appreciate how awesome the OG Mando really is. I mean, this just such a glorious figure, and I'm glad I actually got several of them, as you guys know. But yeah, this is I think the levitating effect is pretty cool, but I don't know. Let's try it with the levitating effect and see what we think about that. All right, so here you go, guys. I've got him in the levitation hover mode, if you will, and there's no way to get like a 6-scale figure on the same base, so that kind of sucks. You lose that. But that doesn't look bad at all. It depends on what the heck you want, how you want to display it. It's one of those things. I did put on the different base as far as the Cloud City hallway deal, if I can do this right. There we go. So I did change out that, and I did remove that gel, so you can actually see there's white LEDs going in there instead of the orange gel. And then there's your zoom in function there. That's just That's just super cool. I mean, look at this thing. That's a cool piece. So I gotta say, I like it. So here's what I want to know from you guys. How would you display yours? Would you display it levitating, or would you display it vertical so you can actually see the detail of Han and just enjoy it? And would you display yours with Mando, or, well, technically, Din Djarin or Boba Fett? They're both Mandos. They kind of did that thing. But which one do you like? And let me know. So I do have way more videos going on right now this week, Star Wars week. So this is number 2, I think. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at my Star Wars helmets, all the helmets I've got. I got a brand new one I want to show off to you guys. It's pretty awesome, and I think you guys are going to like that a lot. And then I've also got some grails that we're going to showcase as well this week. So, and we're going to have that new Kylo Ren coming inbound. So whenever that shows up here, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing that as well. So stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And like, comment, subscribe, all those fun things that people tell you to do on YouTube. And as always, collect what you like. We'll see you next time.